Good afternoon, YouTube. Today is obviously the 10th of November. It's Friday, the 10th of November, 2017. I'll give you the bump. My name's Jan Silver and I've been video logging my journey to and beyond a gastric bypass, which I had on March the 15th, 2017. So in a few days' time, it's actually 8 months since my surgery, which is absolutely crazy. It does not seem possible that it was all of that time ago. Sorry about the sun, guys. I've got no curtains in here and it's just about to go down behind me, so maybe I need to move around a bit. Anyway, I'm in a super happy day. As I said yesterday, I had such a lovely day yesterday for my birthday, and the celebrations carry on again tonight. So we're off to dinner tonight, my husband and myself, with Chelsea and her husband. So that's my daughter and my son-in-law, my granddaughter and my son. My son's girlfriend is away with her parents in Bulgaria, so she won't be joining us, sadly, but I'm sure it'll be lovely. I'm going to my favourite local pub. So it is a pub, but not just pub grub. It's a little bit more, so I suppose maybe they call it a gastro pub. I'm not sure. But it's slightly upmarket than pub grub. So, and I know they do a really nice, I already know what I'm going to have. I will have the squid to start, the crispy squid rings with a chili jam, and for mains I'll have a nice sea bass, and it's very, very small portions of food, which is good obviously for bariatric patients. And yeah, I'm super looking forward to that. I will be having some Prosecco, I'm sure, and celebrating, because tonight I'm able to celebrate with my son and son-in-law as well. So my poor husband just has to pay for all these celebrations. That's what you're working for, Howie, right? He's actually working from home today, and anybody that knows me, I don't know, I always feel odd because he's generally in here working. It's a nice room, there's lots of light, and it's obviously quite pleasant for him to sit and do work calls and conference calls, but I have to be really quiet, and I really hate that. I'm so used to my own space and my own time that having to tippy-toe around someone. And he said to me this morning, you better get used to it, Jan. I'm thinking of retiring soon. I was thinking, I love him, but being around him all the time, I'm not so sure. Love you really, Howie. I'll just get some hobbies and, you know. Anyway, I had a chat with the lady today called Lorraine, whose daughter, Lorraine's been watching me on here. So hi, Lorraine, in South Wales. And her daughter reached out to me asking if I would mind connecting with her mum, who's been quite low. She's 7 weeks post-op. She's had a gastric bypass. Anyway, my point of this whole conversation is it's really got me thinking into the lack of support. I have discussed this before on my YouTube, especially for those of us that go through the private sector, that there is no support group that's set up. So I am in the midst of talks with two of my faves. I've got Dawn and I've got Claire on a daily basis. And we're going to have a little chat about how we can go about setting up a more, I suppose, formal support group, or even a way of connecting people that are in a certain locality. So I'm not quite sure. I'm just throwing it out there on the internet just to say this is where we are at the moment. Claire and I are fortunate and don't work, so we could do a lot of the background, I guess, towards a support group. I'm not quite sure how it will go. I mean, I enjoyed the meetups, obviously, apart from some stuff that happened, but I won't go into all of that. They don't deserve my airtime. And I think if I use those issues as a learning curve and try to avoid that in the future. I'm not quite sure how you avoid that in the future, because I am who I am, and you know, my mouth probably runs away with me and gets me in trouble quite a lot. But anyway, you know, I think, but then maybe if it's not just me, that I've got other people going into this to help me with the support group, then perhaps it would be slightly different, and we'll have some boundaries and guidelines. And you know, I think the whole point is to try and look at where people are. There's so many people out there who have never met anybody else that's had bariatric surgery, like I hadn't until I put myself out there. You know, this YouTube was predominantly for myself. Okay, it's branched out and I've met some amazing people who have also gone on similar journeys. And key to our successes, I think, is the support you've got around you. So I've got a fantastic family support group. I always have had, but actually having people that know what you're talking about when it comes to bariatric surgery, your foods, your diets, your vitamins, your exercise, having those kind of people to inspire you and motivate you every single day, I think is super important to our successes. So yeah, watch this space, guys. I think that there could be something quite exciting coming up in the future. I'm not sure what, how, where or when, but I do know that Claire, myself and Dawn will, sorry, the light on my is making me realise my regrowth. I'm so distracted, aren't I? Sorry. So yeah, basically that's what I wanted to say today, that in the future there will be some form of, I'm not quite sure where we'll start, whether it'll be Facebook, Instagram or whatever. And I clearly know, like I've said before, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's absolutely okay. And other people aren't going to be my cup of tea. I drink coffee anyway. Just saying, just putting it out there. Yeah, so that's that today really. I didn't eat yesterday evening. It was really strange. I had a bit of a, I'm not going to say a bad tummy. How can I put it? Just honestly, I guess, because that's what I've always been. I've been on these iron tablets for a few weeks, right? And I've been regular because of my porridge, but actually for a few days I hadn't been to the loo. Sorry, Claire, switch off, poo talk. So yesterday, and I hadn't felt bad. I didn't feel constipated. I just knew I hadn't been to the toilet. And yesterday we had a really late lunch because they couldn't get us into the igloo until 2:30. So probably it was 3 by the time we had our lunch. And then by the time I got back to my daughter's, I had had a large glass of wine. I felt really rough. Like, I'm not quite sure why. All I had was squid rings and courgette strips for my lunch, which was really tasty, but nothing really that would make me feel that bad. And I felt really lethargic, and yeah, I wasn't great. I perked up a bit by the time I came home. I did my YouTube, it was good, had a couple more glasses of wine, all was fine. And then this morning I didn't eat tea actually, so I didn't have any dinner. I had a pepperami and wine. Not great combo, I guess. That wasn't great choices, but it was my birthday and I decided I'm going to do and eat and drink whatever the hell I like. So, and like I keep saying, I haven't had this bariatric surgery to be on a diet. I've had this tool to enable me to make better choices, but on those occasions where it's my birthday or there's a celebration, stuff the good choices, I'm going to do what I want to do. So, and today, my whole point of saying this is I did go to the toilet today, so that's a relief. But I think it was partly why I felt so bad yesterday. I've gone for so many months now regularly where I've gone to the toilet and I feel cleansed, and I don't know, I feel really good from the inside out. That when you don't go, it does actually make you feel really quite sluggish and bloated. And anyway, I don't feel any of that today. But because I didn't eat dinner last night, and that's the first time I've actually skipped a meal in 8 months. I've always been really good at my 3 meals a day, even if they're a little bit late or early. I have a 3 set meals. I may snack in between, whatevs, may drink my wine, but I have really 3 meals per day, roughly around the same time. And not having that dinner last night, I was bloody hungry today. So I felt hunger probably for the first time. And it was, a lot of you will understand, if you go shopping and you actually haven't eaten, don't you buy a lot of crap. Don't you buy shit that you just want to eat, quick, fast food kind of thing. So my husband wanted fish finger sandwiches. He was off work, working from home anyway. He had a diabetic appointment this morning. So I got him what he needed. But I picked up myself sushi and edamame beans, and you know, I ate some cold sausages while I was there. I bought a yogurt, and I was like, my God, I personally now think, because I skipped a meal last night, my body knew it and I was making up for it, which is not good, because that would be a clear reason for gaining weight. You know, I grazed basically right up until lunchtime. And even now, after my lunch, I had the crispy chicken rice wraps with some edamame beans. I've just had some oatcakes and primula cheese. You know, my hunger is definitely back, but I'm going to blame the fact that I skipped a meal and I don't normally. So I'll see how I go. I'm going to have to watch it because I'm only allowing myself this weekend anyway to kind of let my hair down, and then after that I'm back on track. And I haven't done any exercise today. In fact, I've only covered 3,500 steps. That's diabolical for me, but it's okay. I'm having a complete break and rest from it. I think you do need that every now and then. I possibly am not going to walk much Saturday and Sunday either. We're going to be driving to Blackpool tomorrow morning to my little boy's naming ceremony, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. And then Sunday we'll be driving back. So really, it'll be Monday me hitting the gym hard and getting that done. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here. I just wanted to say a few things. Anyway, Lorraine, if you're watching this, really lovely to talk to you today. I will see you next Thursday. I'll drop you another email. I have advised her to get onto Instagram so she can see and feel the force of the support on there, because people on there are just amazing, inspiring and motivating to watch other people's stories on a daily basis, where they're getting up, getting out of bed, doing their thing, and what they're eating. You know, you get so many ideas, and it's truly motivating. So make sure that your daughter puts you onto Instagram and set yourself up an account on there so we can all help and support you. And I look forward to meeting you, Lorraine. Everybody else, guys, thanks for following. If you haven't already, please click like and subscribe. I will chat to you again, probably from Blackpool, actually. I'll probably get Tom to come and say a little hello at some point if he's not too busy with his millions of fans around him at his naming ceremony. Anyway, guys, it's Remembrance Sunday also this weekend. Hey, we must never forget. We must never forget the people that sacrificed their lives for our country. So yes, I do always support the Poppies, and I've had a few family members in the forces, so I truly believe in supporting this charity. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, guys. Bye.